In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my labor and delivery story. I know I never did one, and that's because I wasn't vlogging while I was pregnant or once I had the baby. It was probably months after I had Kaden. So, yeah, let's get started on this story. So, it was January 15th when I started to feel contractions. I didn't know if it was the real thing because I had had lots of Braxton Hicks, so I wasn't sure if it was the real thing, but they felt different. So they started coming around 5 minutes apart, and I was sure I was in labor. So I got in the tub to see if that would subside the contractions because I didn't want to really go in too early because I know I was going to be sent home. So the contractions are steady coming, and then I call my grandmother and my mother, and they take me to the hospital. So once I get to the hospital, I'm in labor. I'm about 4 centimeters, and I wasn't progressing. So because I wasn't progressing, I was sent home because I was in early labor, and I was told it was best that I labor at home instead of sitting in the hospital where I couldn't eat anything or bound to a bed. So I agreed to go home and labor. So while at home, I did the labor ball, I sat in the tub, I took a nap, I walked, and yeah, it helped progress labor. So around 5 p.m. in the afternoon, the contractions are coming. They're coming stronger. They're hurting. My stomach felt like it was turning inside out. My back felt like it was being ripped apart. And I'm so scared. So, I'm crying. I'm
frozen. I held my breath right from the start. I knew that I found a home for my heart. Beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave? How can I love when I'm afraid to fall?
No. Can't say your mama don't love you, Kay.
My mom was just like, forget it, Kiara. I'm taking you to the hospital because I did not want to go to the hospital. I did not want to get sent home because I wasn't progressing. So my mom just took me to the hospital. She called my grandmother. Everybody came and picked me up. And once I got to the hospital, I was in labor. I progressed. I was about 7 centimeters. And this was around 6 or 7 p.m. And around that time, I got my epidural. And I was okay up until the epidural wore off on one part, on one half of my body, and I was still feeling contractions on that side. So I started boo-hooing. I started crying again because I was feeling those contractions. And the anesthesiologist came back in to, give me another dose. And I didn't know that I can pump my own dose and, make it make the epidural come without having to call the anesthesiologist back in. But that's beside the point. So around 8 p.m. I was checked again. I was 8 centimeters and my water bag was bust. They bust my water bag and labor progressed from there. So around 9 p.m. I was 8.5 centimeters, and while the doctor was checking me, I came a whole 9. So around 10 o'clock, I pushed. I started pushing. I was ready for me to go. They were ready for me to start pushing. I started pushing, and 10:44 p.m., Kaden James was born.
Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still. Beauty in all she is. I will be brave. I will not let anything take away what's standing in front of
mean, I cried. It's the best feeling in the world to meet your child for the first time. I mean, 9 months of imagining how he looks, how would he smell, how would he act. I mean, his personality. I was finally able to meet my son, and that was the best day ever. And by then, I didn't care about the pain. I mean, the pain was totally worth it. I had a lifetime of happiness for only 23 hours of pain. So, yeah.
I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. I love you for 1,000 more.
That's my labor story. My delivery story, I have videos that I'm gonna add to the to this video, to this vlog. I'm sorry, guys, and I hope you guys liked it. You know my saying, please look in that description box. You'll find links to my Facebook and my Instagram, and be on the lookout for my next video. Thank you. Love you guys.